I'm Jenna.
Hi.
That's Shanice. That's Bean. We're Space Cadets. We work at Space Cadets Collection here in Oak Ridge, Texas. And we like to talk about things. And we want to talk about things in front of you guys. So, hi.
Hi. We're coming back from vacation from Christmas break, so we're all we're all kind of tired today.
Yeah, and festivities.
Yes. Lots of festivities.
I don't really want to call it a vacation because we were all at the store, and then the next day it was Christmas, and then it was Sunday, and then we were back at least some of us were back working Monday morning. So, yeah. So sorry if we're a little off today. So hi.
Well, and everybody talks about how weird is we're filming in between Christmas and New Year's, and like how weird that time is, and how time doesn't exist between Christmas and New Year's. Like, I've heard it called the dead days. So,
yeah. My birthday's in the dead days.
Oh no. We'll be dead inside, and then we'll party for Jenna's birthday.
Okay.
And then we'll go back.
Yeah, and then it's of course like we also have inventory coming up. Mm-hmm. So I guess really the first thing I want to talk about is what is y'all's favorite like holiday comic books? Like I can start first. I'll tell you mine first so you guys get it. So everybody knows Marvel Zombies, right? Like the main like storylines they did. They also did a Marvel Zombies Christmas Carol where it was Christmas Carol but with zombies. Yeah. It's so good. It's pretty. I have it. Where is it? It's right here. I read it every year.
Oh.
Yes. Like I got the hardcover where it's like if you don't straighten up your act, you're gonna get zombies. And it's like, well, maybe I should straighten up my act because I don't want no zombies and ghostesses. Because if you don't, you get the zombies.
Oh,
yeah. So and then I love Christmas Carol. That's one of my favorite Christmas stories. So getting to see Marvel do it with zombies was so much fun. What about you, Shanice? What's your favorite Christmas holiday comic?
It's gotta be Daredevil issue number 7 from a Mark Waid's run.
Okay.
And just a little like humble brag, I actually got that issue signed by Mark Waid when I saw him here at Compalooza a couple years back. It's one of my favorite stories. It's about Matt, and he takes a group of kids all blind on a school trip. And of course, this being Marvel, and terrible things had to happen. There's a bus crash. So Matt has to get these kids to safety. And of course, it's like he can't really say that, yeah, I'm Daredevil, right? So he, sorry about the rah, he's Daredevil. It's a really good Christmas issue because it's not like overly cheesy, but it's still really, really sweet. And it's the issue where that I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but you see Matt wearing the I'm not Daredevil sweater. It comes from that issue from a holiday party he's at. But yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite issues. It's one of my favorite Daredevil covers because you see Matt just making little we call them snow angels on the cover. It's a really pretty cover.
Oh.
But I think that's my favorite holiday comic book. What about you, Bean?
I don't know if I really have one. I don't really read like a lot of like Christmas stuff. Like I like if I don't really like seek out like a lot of like Christmas and like themed like holiday comic books, but this year working at the store I got to read a couple of them, and I did really enjoy the because DC has been putting out these like sort of like prestige format like thick books where they have like a bunch of different stories in them, and I really enjoyed the one from this year where, it's just like a bunch of little stories, but it was all like ice themed, but it was also like they had a couple of romance stories in there that were like fire and ice. And I don't know, like the holidays usually make me kind of want like romance stories. So I enjoyed those this year.
Like a Hallmark style, need that romance. Go out to a small town.
But yeah.
City and come out to a small town. Somewhere in the South where you have to learn manners.
Yeah, that's exactly what Catwoman said. I didn't know you read that one. Like, but actually this year there was a cover that I was absolutely obsessed with, and I sold all of them in the store because I just kept showing them to people until they were all sold out. But it was the Joker holiday cover with him with the sweater on it with all the little buttons, and he has hot chocolate. Like, it was just the best cover. Like, I love that one.
Joker.
Yes, cozy vibes Joker.
Yes.
Oh, did you guys get anything like cool and nerdy for Christmas? Like,
so my roommate Sean, he got a oh gosh, I don't know if it's in here. It's a giant fleece comic book, like it's the individual issues of comics. Blanket. It's huge. It's a bunch of it all over it. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
So pretty.
Nice. What about you, Shanice?
I actually got quite a number of really nerdy things, but the one thing I'm actually looking at right now out of the corner of my eye, it's the Shang-Chi soundtrack on vinyl. Ooh. It looks really pretty. It has like the rings. I don't know if y'all seen like the soundtrack cover for Black Panther. It was a really minimalist, like all black, but you see like the little like Black Panther claws. With this one, it's like the rings, and it's so cool. And I just keep staring at it. It looks so pretty.
How about you, Bean?
I had two things that I got, and the first one was I got the Curse of Strahd Dungeons and Dragons, the coffin box, which I don't know if you know. If anybody who's seen it knows exactly what I'm talking about, which is Curse of Strahd revamped. It comes in like a giant coffin box. But then the other thing I got was a Lego set of the Lunar Lander. And it's like huge. It was like 1,000-piece set. It was like expert level. I was so excited. And of course, I was at my parents' house, which is several hours away from here. And I went ahead and was really excited and was like, you know what? I can't wait. I know it's going to be a pain to travel with this thing once I put it together, but I can't wait. Like, I've got to open this and like put it together. And I opened it, and the first thing I noticed was there was no like booklet. There was no instruction set. I was like, well, that's weird, but I could probably find it online, you know? And then I started looking at the pieces, and like they're all in bags, like Lego sets come. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the right pieces.
Oh.
It was just like random pieces. Like it's supposed to be like a moon, like on the moon, and on one of them, it just has a Tuxedo Man torso. And nothing else. Like no head, no legs, just Tuxedo Man. So like I don't know what I got. I just got a box of random Legos.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I can't wait for you to you're going to put that together perfectly. I can't wait.
I think I can build the Death Star from it, maybe. Like, that's it. Like,
I did get something. I forgot. My sister, somebody at work makes, somebody she works with makes these shirts. And the one that she gave me was Iron Man and Spider-Man fist bumping.
Oh, no.
That's awesome.
I forgot. I was like, I didn't really get anything, but yes, I just remembered about that.
Nice.
But you already saw those.
Yeah. Oh, and I got my Batman ornament. I got my Funko Pop Batman ornament that I sent Jenna a picture of immediately. Because
I have the plushie right over here with all my llamas.
Oh, yeah, because he's got it's the Batman with his little pajamas on.
Yeah. It's Christmas Carol Batman.
Nice. Yeah, I really like it. Now I have 2 ornaments for my tree. I only had 1 before, now I have 2.
So, like, you don't have any, like, regular ornaments? You just have, like, those 2?
No, I have 1 that I bought from a lady at the Christmas tree lot. And then that was the only one. It's just like a little snowman. That's been the only ornament on the tree all year. So
all year?
Yeah. Or all like this year.
All season?
December has somehow lasted 5 minutes and also 5 years. Like, I don't know what this December was, but
Right?
yeah.
No, it's like, oh, cool. It's like, December 1st, and then it's like, oh, it's already Christmas. Oh, it's already like January 1st in like a couple of days.
Right. I was gonna say, didn't we just have New Year's like a minute ago? Like, where did the whole year just like vanish? Oh, I hope this next year, like, I don't mind certain parts being quick, but I would like parts of it to just like chill.
This was my first year working at the comic shop for the Christmas holidays, which was like actually really pleasant because I've worked other retail and it was not as pleasant as it is at the comic shop. But it was also very chaotic of people just like frantically like, do you have this? And it's like, no, we sold out 2 days ago. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, it was very fun to like give people comics when they would just come in and just say,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's okay. That's why we're here. To play my favorite game when people come in. They're like, look, I don't know anything about comics. And I'm like, okay, pop quiz. What's your favorite TV show or movie? I can find you something.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always a fun game. It's like, ha ha ha.
I know. What is like, because like I had a customer come in and ask for like horror comics, and I scared her with how excited I was. But like Shanice, like what's your like dream customer question to come in and be like, my grandson loves X.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, so I'm sure from like previous episodes, I think you guys noticed I really like Daredevil.
Yeah.
If someone's like, I'm just looking for anything Daredevil, done. So
yeah.
I can just spend hours, or granted, we don't have a lot of like wrestling stuff, but someone's like, hey, I'm looking for something wrestling related. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Got you.
Now it's my time to shine.
Did you get to read that new wrestling comic that just came out? That's the Crimson Ring, I think is that what it's called?
Oh yeah.
Where it's got like it's like down in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's really good.
Yeah.
It's also got a little spooky in it. So
horror and wrestling.
Crimson, our producer has provided me the right answer. Right name is Crimson Cage. It was really good though. Yes.
Nice.
Very good. Oh, but Jenna, what's your like dream customer question?
So I get it every couple of months. I do have somebody come in. So it's usually like somebody's significant other, like they come in and they're looking for something, but like somebody comes in with them and they're like, I don't like superheroes. I like something that's more like drama and horror and scary. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, you want no superheroes, but with the horror. Yo, there is whole companies about this. And then, yeah, so I like to do like a walk through hell or dark arc and like baby teeth and stuff like that. But then every once in a while, my holy grail comes in, and it's usually like a mom comes in with their kids, right? And their son instantly knows what he wants and he goes after that. But then they have like another kiddo, maybe the daughter, and she's like, well, I really want her to read something that's like female, strong, and positive. And I'm
Mhm.
like, yes, I've got you.
Yeah.
Yes, there's this one character named Faith by Valiance, and she loves being a superhero. She's so happy and just loves being a hero. And it's great for kids to see like she's great. And I love when people come in and are like, oh, I'm looking for, something for my daughter to like look up to. And I'm like, I've got you. There's another company called Zenoscope. It's a little more scary and it's like for teenagers, but like they make women such badasses. Yes. What about you, Bean?
Oh, like I said, I think mine is just like when people either ask for horror,
Yeah,
or like science fiction, because those are I'm like the genre person. Like those are my two that I absolutely love and I read a lot of, especially horror. I think I've been kind of on a horror kick for like the last year or so.
I have been throwing things at you.
Yeah.
Read this now.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know why I thought I would have like a lot of time to read over Christmas. Like I don't know why I thought that, but
I'm pretty sure that's the one time a year I have no time. Like I'm either at work or helping with shows, helping with family. Like, no, like
yeah.
From like a week and a half before Thanksgiving until probably the end of January, there's like no time for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like you can read over the holidays, Shanice, or are you the same way?
Every year, like that like that meme of the person like putting like clown makeup on themselves.
Yes.
That's how I feel every single year because I'm like, oh yeah, I can totally do this for over Christmas. I can read my books, I can read comic books, I can watch a few shows, I can just do all this. And as I'm thinking that to myself, I'm like kind of applying the clown in my head and just putting the little clown wig on.
Yeah.
Every year. The only time I can really do that, truth be told, is honestly around Thanksgiving, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
But never Christmas. Yeah. It's always like, oh,
Yeah. Although I did actually I think I read more over Christmas than I do Thanksgiving, because usually Thanksgiving I love to cook, so I cook a lot at Thanksgiving, like a lot. But I have been reading, and this is not technically comic book, but it's a manga that I found out I could read for free online, which is Berserk. So I read the first
God,
3.
You're reading Berserk?
Yeah, I am.
Where are you at? Where are you at? Tell us.
Let's see, I just got through, I read the first like 3.5 volumes. So I've gotten through like his first, like where it just like introduces him, and then I just got done with the part where he like goes through the castle and there's like the king, and then he's like trying to keep his daughter like super safe, but then he's like become a demon to do it. So I just got through with that part of it.
Okay. Yeah. Whew. You're in for a fun ride.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
When you get to the part where you just start like screaming, crying, call us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send very angry emojis.
I had nobody to call during that point, so all I did was I think it was in an apartment. I went out to my porch and just like screamed into the air.
Oh no!
So I'm pretty sure I might have scared some of our neighbors. But I was like, no, damn you all.
There's a character in there. My first friend, I was like, oh, this person's cool. And then something happens, and it's like,
right? There's just
Yeah, I think the only book that I've like had that much of a reaction to was reading Game of Thrones prior to the show ever coming out. And reading The Red Wedding. And like the guy I was dating at the time was like, hey, he had read it and he was like, call me when you hit the Red Wedding. And I was texting him, like I would read a paragraph and then just text like, and then read another paragraph.
It was so like. Sorry, guys, give me a sec.
Okay. I activated Han Puppo.
This triggered some very bad memories of the Red Wedding.
Yeah, he hates it too. He was furious when he read that.
When I read the first book, I'm like, oh, cool. This is kind of it's a fantasy book. And as we're reading it, oh, this isn't like your normal fantasy book. When Ned got, I was
when he got.
Dang. I was so mad. I was like, are you kidding me? I actually liked him.
I read the book literally a week before the episode for the Red Wedding.
Oh.
And it's like, oh no. Oh no. It's the Red Wedding already? I just read this. No. Oh no. And it was me and my husband and our two friends at the time were sitting around, and I was like, I know what's coming. Oh no. And watching it was still like I was expecting it, but like it was still, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
I had forgotten. In one of my parents' favorite movies is Logan Lucky, which I think, have you guys both seen that one?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. There's like it's not really a spoiler, but there's a part in it where there's like, because Jenna, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
Oh, okay.
There's a part in it. It's funny and like, but like, I don't really want to talk about it if nobody else has seen it. It'll just be awkward. We need to watch it though.
About like, what is it? What's the word? Synopsis.
Logan Lucky is like if Ocean's 11 happened in West Virginia. Like that's literally it. It's like, and like I know that it's one of Ms. Jen's like favorites, and my parents. It's really good. It actually has Daniel Craig in it as Adam Driver. It has Channing Tatum. There we go. Okay. Channing Tatum. That's him. Yeah. But it's really good, and like it's hilarious because it's like they're literally just pulling off a heist, like a NASCAR event.
Is this like a newer movie then?
It's older. No, it's been out. It's like probably 2016, 2017.
So every time I think of Channing Tatum, there's only two versions of Channing Tatum I can think of. The first one is, do you guys remember those old Mountain Dew commercials with the cars and the speeding and the racing?
No.
Okay, so Channing Tatum was in this one back in the day where he's driving a car and then he drives off, and then you see in the rearview mirror there's a Mountain Dew sitting on a counter. I can't remember exactly. And somebody goes to pick it up and goes to start drinking it. And he hits it and he flips the car and he comes spinning down like in the air, grabs it from the guy's hand upside down, drinks it. And the other guy in the car is like, ugh, and he's like, got my Dew. And then there's nowadays Channing Tatum where he's just like, come on, man. Like 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. Like, oh yeah. Like, so those are like the only two phases of Channing Tatum. I'm like, okay, so is it like forgot my Dew, or is it yeah, Channing Tatum? Oh yeah, Luca Stank was playing in the background, early 2000s.
And wasn't he in that one Magic Mike? I've never seen it, but was he in that one?
Yeah, he was in Magic Mike.
That was Alcide.
I knew Shanice would know.
It's Joe.
I've never even
What's
seen
his last
Mike.
name? It's Alcide from True Blood, also known as the Flash from the original Spider-Man series. What was it? Joe Manganiello. What is his name? He's married to
Joe Manganiello? I don't know.
Somebody help me.
Okay, let's
Our
see.
producer tried to tell me, but I'm like deaf. And
What was he in? I have IMDb up. I'm ready.
Okay, so go to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. He was Flash.
He was the Flash.
Manganiello. Butchering that man's name.
He also
like
played
really
big in True Blood.
Huh? Oh yeah, he's the werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see him. Yeah, I don't know how to Manganiello. That's it. That's his name is Manganiello. Like that's it.
I love this guy. He's so nerdy and funny, and I okay, he put it there, but I still can't say that. Somebody
I know. I looked it up. I was like, maybe I can say it. I was mistaken.
Manganiello?
Manganiello. That's it. That's
Either way, I love him. He's hysterical. He was in Magic Mike, though, right?
I think so. According to I think on IMDb it says so. Yeah, there you go. I never
saw those movies.
Me either. But yeah, Logan Lucky is a good movie though, and I enjoy it. And my dad was like, "I like that Daniel Craig," and we were like, "Daddy, he's British. Like this is not. If you watch more of his movies, it's not. He's not from because he has like a very thick like West Virginia accent in that, and like a blonde crew cut.
Oh my god, yeah. He has the best Southern accent in Knives Out.
Yeah, it's so good. I love that
Georgia.
one. Mm-hmm.
He's a great actor, though. He just Southern accents. I don't think are quite his cup of tea.
Be good at him, though.
Sorry about that, y'all. So we are going to go on a quick break, but we will be right back after we find out how to say Joe Manganiello's name correctly. Hope I did it right. See you guys a little bit.
They say it, and it's true, that everything is getting faster. You're not getting any younger, and time is the single resource that you can never get back or get any more of. So why walk into your local comic shop blind when you can go in laser focused on the best books on the shelf?
Hi everybody, and welcome to Minute to Skim It. Yeah!
Spend 1 hour with Miss Jen and Bean, and they'll give you rapid-fire reviews of all the new comics hitting stores. Spend less time shopping and more time reading.
This is Provenance of Secrets.
This is The Heathens. I read Wolverine number 17.
Minute to Skim It, every Tuesday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Hi, I'm Joe Manganiello. I'm Joe Manganiello. I'm Joe Manganiello. Joe Manganiello, the Joe Manganiello, the Joe Manganiello.
Welcome back, everybody. We now know how to say this man's name correctly.
Mm-hmm.
We're still going to butcher it, but now we know how to say it correctly. So, we're back. And, yeah, our next topic.
Oh, me. Hi. So I really desperately need to know of all the comic books. And we know all these movies are being made, and even just the most random movies are being made, right? Even TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
What comic or and the storyline would you want to see made, and who would you want cast? Bean, you got it?
Yes. So I have like part of my answer. I have not cast an entire movie yet. But I think the one I would really want to see is Gideon Falls, because I love that comic, and like there's so many cool moments. Like it's a very cinematic comic already because they do so much with like all the different like sliding realities and all the different worlds and everything. Which have you guys read that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm behind. I think I read the first couple issues.
Okay. Well, it does some like very cool, like sort of like all these different like crazy things to show that like all these realities are like meshing together and everything. So I think it would be so cool to see that as a movie, and to see like definitely to see like the monsters from that too, like on screen, because they are so creepy, and it would definitely creep people out because of the bug stuff. Like the bug is getting into people's mouths and stuff. Yeah, I know it would be gross.
Do you want aliens? Because that's how we get xenomorphs. You want face huggers? That's how we get face huggers.
But and I think like, so I was looking up, and like I think that for the priest, because like the priest is like the character you see the very beginning, like, and he's like a major one throughout. I think for him, maybe like Jeff Bridges to be the priest. But I was trying to think of like another like older white guy, like bald. I don't know. Jeff Bridges might be too much of like a big personality. That one needs kind of like a subdued person. But I think oh, what's up?
I was he was really good in that movie, Bad Times at the El Royale. He played a more like subdued role. I think he would actually kill in Gideon Falls.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I've just usually seen him like the dude.
Him and Tron?
No, I haven't seen Tron.
Oh yeah, so Tron and Tron Legacy.
Yeah,
definitely see it. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of there used to be a show on TV called Fringe. It was one of my favorite shows where they did cross-dimensional stuff, and they did like not monsters, but it was kind of one of those things where it was like science or was surpassing humanity.
Yeah.
And so like you would see like monsters, or you would see like scientific experiments, and you would see like people just trying to like solve it. It was really good. That's kind of what Gideon Falls reminds me of, though. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen Fringe. Yeah, and it definitely, I do see like the similarities between the two of them.
Yeah.
So, because Gideon Falls definitely does a lot with like, I don't know, I feel like Gideon Falls, the good thing about it is it's like a very contained story, if that makes sense. Like it's like from the very first page to the very end, it's all about this like mystery of the Black Barn. And I love that. Like,
yeah,
it's so good. And I think that like the only person that as soon as I started thinking about like who I would cast, like I was like, this is the person, would be Lucy Liu as the doctor. Because like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they might have even like used her to like model like the doctor, because like, and she's so cool, and I could just like see her in that role, you know. But as far as the other ones, like for that one, there's like a very strong like female like police officer who's like looking for her brother, and I'm not sure who I would want to play her. And then there's sort of the other main character, which is Daniel, which is the guy who always wears the mask. And he's the one who's like, they think that he's like having a psychotic break. And because he like keeps like being like, I'm finding pieces of the Black Barn, I'm finding them, you know. And I think that I would want, even though he's already been cast in a comic book movie, the guy who they used for Preacher, like the comic book Preacher, and then they did the show because basically like the artist had used his face on that character. What's that guy's name? You know?
From a Preacher?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Because he was also in Winter Soldier. No, not Winter Soldier. I'm sorry. He was also in Captain America, the first one, right?
Yeah, he played Tony's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking about?
I think so. But you know who I'm talking about, right?
Dominic Cooper? Is that
maybe. Yes, that's him. Okay, yeah, that's who I think would be good to play Daniel in that.
Okay,
because I think they kind of looks like him.
Who would you play as the strong female cop?
That's what I've been thinking, and like, part of me kind of wants to say, honestly, like a Scarlett Johansson could do that, but I don't know if I've just seen her as Black Widow a lot.
What about Lucy Lawless? The one who played Xena.
That would be a good one too.
Yeah,
I could see her there. Yeah, but what's your Shanice?
Whew. So I need to Google some names.
Do you want to do Jenna's? Because I think Jenna kind of picked one that's a little bit already cast for her. So.
Yeah, I can do mine real quick. So there's this story called Hack Slash, where it's I love. I don't know if a lot of people have seen this comic, but it's called Hack Slash Slash, and it's so there's this one girl named Cassie, and she's in school. She's bullied a little bit, and then her mom is the lunch lady. Well, what ends up happening is her mom ends up as the lunch lady, you know, like the slasher, who chops up kids and feeds kids, the other kids. And Cassie has to take her out. She becomes the slasher. And so now Cassie goes around taking out other slashers. So like she goes against Pinhead. She goes against Chucky. She goes against like Jason and Freddy. And I like, this would be like a series, I think, like a TV show. I think would be really good. And all of the original actors and actresses could come back to reprise their roles as these amazing characters. Yes. But there would be two people that would need to be cast, and that would be Cassie, and I think it's a tie for Cassie, and it's either the Kat Dennings, because she just has the sassy attitude, right?
Yeah.
Or there's this chick on Letterkenny. It's the sister from Letterkenny. All they would have to do was like make her hair really short and black, and it would be perfect. And I just blacked out her name for some reason. But yeah, I think the sister from Letterkenny would be really good. And then Vlad, who is, how do I describe Vlad? He's very deformed, but he's like this big giant dude who wears a mask, and he helps her out with all this stuff. Like at first she thought he was a slasher, but it turned out that he's not. So he just looks it. And I think that would be played by Kellen Lutz. That's his name, Kellen Lutz. He played his first role ever was in a movie called Stick It. And then he was also in Accepted. But his most notable one, God, I can't believe I'm saying this one. He played, I think it was Emmett in Twilight.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's not what he's really like. So, but like if you watch his other movies and other shows, he really is that like the kind of like dorky, kind of like, but can be serious when he needs to be. And he's like that. He's from one of the Dakotas. Like he grew up on a ranch. So he's got that like muscly build of what Vlad looks like in the comic. but he's also got that kind of shyness to him when you watch the other movies and stuff that he's been in. So, yeah. He was in Immortals? Kellen Lutz was in Immortals? What did he play in? I haven't seen Immortals yet. Oh, no. I'm a bad Jenna. Bad. Oh, no. Bad. I'm a bad Jenna. Poseidon. He played Poseidon. That's right. Because he's played Poseidon before in Immortals. Not Eternals, Immortals. I remember now. He played Poseidon in Immortals. I remember that now. I don't know why my brain thought Eternals, but no. We're talking about Immortals.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so all they would have to do is kind of make him bald and deform him a little bit and then it would be perfect. Yes, that would be my perfect just like series of shows. And then I would want a sort of like in the mom in Hairspray, how they did it in drag.
Mm-hmm.
I would want them to do the same thing for the lunch lady. I don't know why, but I feel like that would be just like.
Do you want it to be John Travolta as the lunch lady?
Maybe.
That would be great.
It just John Travolta being a good mom and then getting sick and tired of your kid being a little bit bullied. So then John Travolta's got to cut up some kids and serve the kids to other kids and then get taken out by their daughter. So, yes. Perfect. We're done. That's my show. Yes. And every episode would be another slasher that she comes up against.
That'd be really good. Yes. I'm really surprised that you didn't pick like a Xenoscope, like Cinderella from Xenoscope, because I was kind of expecting that, because I was really wondering like what actress you would pick to like do that. Yeah,
as Cinderella serial killer.
Yeah. If you say John Travolta, that's you can't use that one again.
Oh my goodness, there's just.
I'm just imagining John Travolta dressed as Cinderella.
Blake Lively, just because I feel like she would get the attitude from Ryan Reynolds, because that's pretty much, that would be so perfect, right? Like Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool. Blake Lively plays Cinderella, which is the Deadpool of the Xenoscope universe. That would just be like.
That would be awesome.
You know? Oh my gosh. Somebody call them. Somebody call Ryan Reynolds. Lively. Let's make this happen. So I didn't pick Xenoscope because Xenoscope actually had they were supposed to be an animated show for it back in the day, and it got axed. And you can still find, like, I think the pilot episode that got made somewhere out there in the universe of the internet. And I would just like to see that be brought back instead of just new stuff, because who they had voicing those characters was really good. So just bring that back.
Bring it back. Hashtag bring it back.
Hashtag Xenoscope, bring it back.
Okay, Shanice, you good? You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So it would have to have like an insane budget. So, Jeff Bezos, please get on this. If you ever did Saga as a television show, because that'd be the only way, because they couldn't do a movie. It can just in like 2 hours. But for Marco, because I'm still on a Wheel of Time high, Daniel Henney as Marco.
Okay.
As and as oh my gosh. Sorry, give me like 5 seconds, y'all.
That's okay. That's a big cast to come up with.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah. Plus our producer just said you won just off that. So, I mean.
Yeah.
And as Alana, because when I read the series, I'm like, man, she looks a lot like Rosario Dawson. And
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
As the Will, I had to Google his name, but he's that actor from Deadpool, Ed Scaris.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The guy with the buzz cut in the first Deadpool movie. Yeah, Scarin?
It's Scarin.
Scarin? Who's he scaring?
he's scaring everybody. how good of an actor he is. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him as the Will. For Gwendolyn, I would really like that actress, Michaela Cole. She was in a show called I May Destroy You. I think
Yeah.
she did a really good job in there.
Mhm.
Gosh. And as Prince Robot, just cast like a TV. Don't even like just put like a TV there and doesn't sound like it is playing completely straight.
Oh man.
But yeah, if we
They're just a TV cart like from the 90s when like they didn't want to teach you, so they would wheel in the cart.
if
Just
Philip
wheel.
goes down, we said.
Favorite line of the night so far? Just cast the TV.
Yeah. Oh
We're going
man.
down with Mr. Toshiba. Just did wonderful work.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Gosh, I mean, if we had more time, I could probably just sit down and just do a full casting. But those
You
Yeah.
got like 10 minutes. Go.
But like who would you cast as Hazel? Like it would have to be someone completely unknown, which I guess it's
Yeah.
the right way to go. So for Hazel, unknown actress that we don't know yet.
Yeah, like literally, it's literally a baby. So,
A random baby.
oh man, that would be so good. Are you thinking like, because you're thinking like live action, like, because those people actually look like them, like
Yeah.
full live action. That would be so killer.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'd be down for because I think with that show, Invincible, it proves that not every comic book adaptation has to be live action.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But man, with the right budget, like a live action Saga would just be so
Killer.
cool.
Yeah.
But if it's animated, like I'd be happy too, because hey, it's an adaptation of Saga to tide us over until the new issue coming out next month.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I know.
I don't know if they have a budget and they could do Game of Thrones and The Witcher. I'm pretty sure we could figure out like somewhere to get the budget for Saga, because that is one of the biggest things that has come out, at least in our lifetime, that like everybody loves.
It would totally be on Netflix too. Like you could see that it's a Netflix show, like 100%, because like Netflix will go there. I've watched some Netflix shows, and like it goes there because Saga goes there. Like
I don't know, Amazon Prime, I feel like could go a little harder for it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't watched as many like Amazon Prime ones, but
watch
The Boys.
oh yeah.
It goes there.
The Boys, literally somebody. So in one scene in The Boys, this might get graphic for a second, guys, but not like too graphic. The one guy literally shrinks himself down. Jay said he's gonna cut that little part out, but like, if you get a chance to watch The Boys on Amazon Prime, there's 2 seasons. The 3rd season's about to come out. So.
He should just bleep out what you said and leave in the reaction and just let everyone just guess. Like,
just be like,
that'd be so much worse. Like, oh man,
Carl Urban.
That's who I was trying to think of earlier, actually. Like, that's the actor I was trying to think of to be in Gideon Falls as Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's like I knew that wasn't quite right when I found the dominant guy, but then I was like, well,
maybe. Yeah.
it's okay. Oh man, but so I looked up like a list of. Oh no, I looked up the list of characters from Saga to like remember like the name of one, but also like the Wikipedia has first appearance and when they were killed like listed immediately. And I'm like,
go to Wikipedia to
don't.
That is so terrible. Is there a wiki instead of a Wikipedia for Saga? Maybe.
I mean, it's not spoilers for me, but it's like, but it is one of those things where like they talk about George R. R. Martin killing off people. Like,
yeah, that's just rude.
It's like every single one is like died. I'm like, no. Like, Oh, but I remember and like Isabel, like I could see Kat Dennings being Isabel. Like that would be a good one. With that sass and everything, just like Jenna was talking about with her attitude, like
Yes.
it'd be good. I was trying to remember the name of the plant character who does drugs.
Oh God, I don't remember.
You know what I mean. And I don't remember her name.
The one is like, whoa.
Yeah, I know. I really want a poster. I'm not going to say it just in case somebody hasn't read it, although you should go find the compendiums of Saga and read them because they are so good.
I think there's only one compendium right now, is it there?
I think so. I think there's only one.
So big spoiler alert right here. Spoiled. Okay.
No, I wasn't going to say it because I know you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about without spoiling it, which is that I want a full-size poster of that character in her, like, well, I guess it is a little bit of a spoiler of her final moment. Although, like said, we just compared the story to, like, George R. R. Martin. Like, you know what you're getting in for. Like, but, like, that character's, like, final moment, like, going out in style. Like, I want it, like, this big. And it'd be right behind me, maybe like cropped so that the cuss word is out of frame. But like, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
It took me a minute, but yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I can't remember that character's name though. I think so. I think that's her. Let me see.
The name of the plant lady.
On drugs.
Yeah.
I love how our conversations go every week. I really do.
Yeah.
It gets me through the whole week right here.
Oh, but yeah, so that would be so good. And to see Lion Cat on screen, like, would be absolutely the best.
They should just get like an actual Space Cat. Just maybe like just not like spray paint the cat blue, but like somehow make it blue. It just have it just be just like super chill and just have like Samuel Jackson voice his cat as lying in the like, yes, you're absolutely right, Samuel Jackson cat.
Oh my god. I love how your casting begins like with spot on and then it descends into Toshiba television on a wheelie cart and a spray painted Sphinx cat voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. Like, that is the greatest thing.
All I'm saying, like, if a show had like a Sphinx cat that was humanely painted blue and it was voice acted by Samuel L. Jackson, I don't care what show it is, I'm watching it first day.
Yeah,
I need to know like what is the context of this cat.
Oh my goodness.
like you guys wouldn't watch that if there was a
Oh yeah.
I would. It's like humanely painted blue.
I just
so
want to
like
know
a blue filter over it, right? How do you do this to me every week?
At least I didn't say panini this time.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Jay, we're not talking about easy. We're talking about
we need to make this so
art.
Oh gosh, this week has been phenomenal. I loved it.
Yeah. Okay, this is another week ending with Jenna in literal tears because Shanice has made her laugh so hard. Netflix, send the check. We've done your casting for you.
We got at least 3 shows for you. Let's do this.
Yes.
Money.
Yes. So this has been me, Bean, and Shanice and Jenna, all from Space Cadets. We are the Space Cadets, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.